Good morning, students. Today we'll be starting with the chapter Circular Flow of Income, that is the two-sector model, right? So to begin with the two-sector model, I'll be discussing with you the various factors of production. There are four factors of production. Number one is land, number two is labor, number three is capital, and number four is entrepreneur, right? So land means the place that is being required to do any business organization, that is land. Labor is the people who have to work in an organization, those are referred to as labor. Capital means the money which is required to conduct any kind of business, we call it as capital. And entrepreneur is basically the owner, the person who has to run a business, that is known as entrepreneur. So far what we have discussed is, we have discussed about the four major factors of production, that is number one is land, number two is labor, number three is capital, and number four is entrepreneur, right? So this is what we have to say to start with the two-sector model is that whenever we have to do any kind of business, we have to start with any kind of business, the major four things that are required is number one is land, number two is labor, number three is capital, number four is entrepreneur, right? So I'll be discussing with the first two sectors, the first being in household and the second is a business which is obviously referred to as firm, right? One is in household sector, the other sector is a firm sector. Now talking about the households, households are the people who are the main owners of the factors of production. Owner means whether you talk about land or you talk about labor or you talk about capital or you talk about entrepreneur, we basically say that these are the four things which are being owned by the household. So households are basically the owners of these four factors of production, right? For example, if any business organization needs land, they're going to take it from the household. If they need the labor or the people to work, they take it from the household. If they need a capital, money, they will take it from the households. How now the capital is being taken by the households? See, we deposit our money in the banks. We deposit our money in the banks in the form of savings. For example, if you want to deposit some money with the bank, let us say you have sum of rupees 5 lakh available with you and that you want to deposit in the bank, those are referred to as savings. The amount that you have deposited in the form of FDs or in the form of RDs or in the form of current account or saving account, all these things are referred to as the depositing of the things in the bank, which is referred to as savings, right? And business organization, when they are going to need that money, they'll be taking it again from the banks. The same money that we have deposited will be again taken from the banks itself. So those are referred to as investments. Why? Because business organizations are basically using this money for the purpose of investment, right? They wanted to establish their business, they need the money. That money is obviously being taken from the banks itself, so those are referred to as investments. Okay? Now how this four sector or two sector or three sector is actually operating? To start with the two sector model, we say that households are giving all the things to the business and the firm. See, households are giving land, households as in we people who are residing at home, we are referred to as households. So these people are giving land to the business organization, these people are giving labor to the business organization, these people are giving capital in the form of depositing their saving in the bank and then investing it. So capital is also being given to the business sector. And talking about the entrepreneur, the owner of the business, he is also being sent from the household towards the business sector, right? So this is known as factor services. The land, the labor, the capital, the entrepreneur, these are referred to as factor services and they are being flowing from the household towards the firm, right? Now any payment, you all know if somebody gives you land, you have to give rent. If somebody gives you labor, you have to give wages. If somebody gives you capital, you have to give interest. If somebody, entrepreneur is working, he will definitely take profits, right? So for land, we give rent. For labor, we give wages. For capital, we give interest. And for entrepreneur, we give profits. Obviously, if somebody is being taking, let us say, if you take on rent the land, obviously you have to pay the amount. That amount is known as rent. On the other hand, if you, let us say, labor is being working in any of the organization, the amount that they are going to be taking, that is referred to as wages. If you see, if you take the money from the bank you have to pay interest, right? And entrepreneur, certainly you have to pay profits to them, right? So entrepreneur, as for your knowledge, I would repeat it once again. Entrepreneur are basically the owners, the people who are the running the business, the head, the manager, those are referred to as entrepreneurs, right? Now, why are all these people coming here? Why is land being used? Why is labor being used? Why is capital being used? And why is entrepreneur being used? All these things has one basic purpose, and that purpose is what? They have to manufacture the goods and services. They have to manufacture the goods and services, right? Those goods and services which has been manufactured are being sold back to the households itself. That is known as flow of goods and services, right? Those are referred to as flow of goods and services by the business to the households. Because ultimately, if you see who has to buy these goods and services, who has to buy these goods and services, it is the households. We people have to buy the goods and services. And from whom? From the business sector. From whom we have to buy? From the business sector. On the contrary, the payment is being made back by the households to the business sector, which is referred to as payment of goods and services. So that payment is being made back. So can you see how the money is being circulating? First, the money is being sent from business to the household, and now we see how the money is being sent from the household back in the form of payment of goods and services to the business sector, right? So this is how the circular flow of income is happening, right? So let us just go the revision part once again before I get to proceed further with the two-sector model. Once I will do the entire revision portion, we will be talking about the two-sector model. We have already talked about the households. Households are the people who are the main owners of the factors of production, as in we talk about land, or we talk about labor, or we talk about capital, or we talk about entrepreneur. There are 4 factors of production which is going to be very, very helpful in order to make or in order to run any kind of business organization, right? So land is required, labor is required, capital is required, and entrepreneur is required. So all these 4, if you talk about, are the main owners of factors of production, which has to flow from the household towards the business firms, which we refer to as flow of factor services, which is referred to as flow of factor services. In return, the payment is being made. Obviously, if land is there, we have to pay rent. If labor is there, we have to pay wages. If capital is there, we have to pay interest. And if entrepreneur is there, we have to make profits, right? So all this payment, this is known as factor payment, right? The services are referred to as factor services, whereas the payment is referred to as factor payment. Now households has to deposit their entire savings in the banks, right? And such savings are being utilized by the business sector in the form of investment, certainly, right? So they have manufactured the goods and services now, because all these people are coming here to work. So they have manufactured the goods and services which are ultimately to be consumed by whom? By the households itself, So that is known as flow of the goods and services, and in return the payment is made. That is known as payment of goods and services. So by this we have ended our circular flow of income. Sector 2 model is over. So we'll be discussing 3 sector the next time. Thank you so much.